here he is throwing them, and he can't see him to catch them, and finally got someone with a big plastic bowl catching them for him. It was really fun. He's a really good sport. So that's one of the bell rings I miss the most. All I can say is no numbers. Best thing about Kettles was by far the counting room. Like I said before, all the conversations and inside jokes that were shared, but the music was the best. You know, there'd be those points when you just get so tired and all you can focus on is what number am I at? I don't know, but there's always the music. For the 90% of the time, it's very mellow. A lot, of course, as we got closer to season, there was a lot of Christmas music, but it wasn't always Christmas music because that was our job. Our business was Christmas. So, especially me playing carols for 10, 11, 12 hours a day, I'm kind of burned out from hearing carols. So, but, songs like She'll Be Riding Wildfire, things like that, and Josephine, or as we, the team kind of like to call Diana-phine. You would never find a song with numbers in it, or if you did, it was very rare. It would only be a couple times.
Sometimes if the singer of the song said a number, we would scream at the MP3 player, no numbers, because it would throw off our counting concentration.
That was the main rule in the counting room. That and green dots up, but no counting, no numbers was the big one. There are a lot of great songs. Songs that honestly, had it not been for the counting room, I probably would have never heard them. Even growing up with my dad, he's got so many songs on his computer, but when he plays them on random, I might not be in the room to hear this song or that song, but like a great song we were listening to earlier today, he made a slideshow for it, was that Edmund, I cannot remember the name of it, but it's the story about the ship that sunk.
The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
That one. Edmund Fitzgerald. And Austin put it the best. You listen to the words, and that's a very morbid song, but it's just the tone of that song is very calm and soothing, and that was the whole point of counting room music, kind of to relax us, and not anything so far as to put you to sleep, but just kind of mellow music, and so, yeah. Counting room music was the best. The one exception to the very calm, mellow music that I can think of off the top of my head, we rocked some Bon Jovi one night, shot through the heart, and there's a part where they get that real rock kind of thing. Everything else dies out, and you get to hear the drums, and I'll just stop counting and just start jamming out to the song. It was the regular crew, Dad, Austin, me, Lori, Diana, Davinia, Josh was there, and Debbie Bennett was joining us, and. Of course, for any guest counter, we're wild, we're crazy, and this song comes on, we just have so much fun. And then Major Judy walks in, and just, most people probably not know what to think, but that was classic example.
I think she said, "Are you having a party in here?" We looked at her and go, "Yes," and she turned around and left.
It is a party every time when we go counting. And parties, sometimes, in other jobs, it's important to go above and beyond and kind of dazzle your coworkers, your superiors, but not in Kettles. Especially our behind the scenes counting, all those things. Stick to the plan, and if you know my dad, you know me, the way we are, we plan things out. Everything has to go according to plan. It's like his saying, if I ask for you for a root beer, don't give me a root beer float. I don't want this, I want this. Classic example, she was mentioned earlier, but Janice from Florida decides she wants to surprise us all with some chicken and dumplings one night. Well, unbeknownst to her, that night my dad's girlfriend Candy had happened to spend so much money getting drinks and chips and all kinds of party platters and stuff, as it is one of the last nights of the season. We're kind of wrapping up, winding down, and she wants to throw us a little party. So here she is, she brings all this stuff and she starts getting it set up, but she's got to hide it because here comes Janice with these chicken and dumplings, and I mean, we feel bad, so we eat them just to be polite to her, and just, I don't know. So, moral of the story is, when asked for root beer, don't give them a root beer float. So, not everything happened in Concord. When my dad was the Corps officer in Jonesboro, very close to us was the Atlanta International Airport, also known as Hartsfield-Jackson. One of the busiest airports, if not the busiest in the United States. And they give us permission to work it throughout the season. Well, me and Austin, both being soldiers, Salvation Army soldiers, and with two other girls, all four of us in uniform, sit at four different entrances of a hotel. Poor Austin was at the
hotel.
That's the hotel of the airport. I don't know what I'm thinking. Austin was at the gate to the International. He probably was at the bottom of the barrel, making about $12 through the entire day. I was sitting right next to Hooters Air, so even though I didn't make a whole lot of money, it wasn't all that bad. I got to see all the Hooters flight attendants. I think the girls combined for, I don't even know. I know one of them made their salary, but it was, needless to say, it was very busy. People in too much of a hurry, too busy, too uncaring to even notice us and donate. But the best part was the drive back. I'm in an area I don't really know. I've got my own car. Just turned 18 a couple months before. Bought my own car from my aunt, and here I am lost on these freeways. And I call up my dad and tell him, look, I have no idea where I am. But all I know is there's a sign on the interstate that says, I'm waiting for this car to pass. There's a sign on the interstate that says, I think it was Chattanooga, 59 miles.
Chattanooga, Tennessee, in a different state.
Yeah, it was a completely different state. Now, some say it was my excuse to go see my ex-girlfriend Megan, but at that time we hadn't worked things out to get back together for that short amount of time, so no, she had nothing to do with it, although it would have been a plus. And then on the phone, I mean, I could hear the mothers of these two girls ask, are they okay? Are they okay? Where are they? And finally we get back and it's all the same thing over again. Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
And they were asking me, what did he say? Where are they? And